There we go. I think that's all sweet. Oh, I've got to change the title. No, change the title. Blah 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 blah. Where are I? You are manage streams. Can I just do from here? No, that just takes me to BDSP. Roles, video, stream. Channel, maybe. Let's full screen this. Streaming tools now. Dashboard. Would be nice if just in the stream manager I could change the title, but no. Hard play pop on. There should be some easy way to do it. Settings, stream. Nope. Content, no. There we go. That's so in the wrong place. Valid and valid. Yeah. So done. So I forgot to stream. Console's about to go to sleep. It took too long to do that. There you go. Doing whatever they do. Sweet. Which side did I have it? Left or right? Left, because I think with the moves. Sweet. It's so creaky. Oh, give me a bunny. Oh, I'm gonna get macro and everything now, aren't I? No, bunny straight up. I'm sure this goes to mail. But like, it's not solely for mail. It's very fucking understandable. It does, didn't even need to check. To these email. Stay in the bowl. It's only level 12. Ready to go? Yep. No nickname. And let's hope it goes nice and simple. Give me another one straight away. Gonna be good. Be nice. God, fighting a bear there for way too long. Hey, yeah. Hey, you're right. How you doing? It's a nice chill one tonight, because I haven't got much yet, I'll be honest. Going for that Wigglytuff. Is it Igglybuff or are you going for the full-on Wigglytuff? I've actually forgot what Igglybuff shiny looks like. And my phone does not want to unlock on my face today. Igglybuff. Sarah B, because that will show me the shiny straight away. That is such a close shiny. That would be something I would miss. Although I do like green-eyed Wigglytuff. Yeah, that's a shout. Yeah, I do like the deeper pink and the green of the eyes. Like I was... Oh, I'll show you. I actually almost missed 2 of them. And... Was it 2? I think one of them I would have kept from a weird, like, male rule. But they're both in this. And I almost missed a Paris. Because its colour was so close. Where is it? What box? Da-da-da. Yeah, I actually would have gotten rid of them both. But Poliwags was so close, I thought the Lighten, because it was dawn at the time in game. So I thought the Lighten was just a bit different, and I almost ran away from it until I just thought, you know what, I'll catch it in case. And same with Paris. I almost got rid of it, but then I noticed the next one I hatched in the group was a bit lighter, so one of them had to be shiny. Yeah. How many are you up to for the Masuda method? Wait. No. I thought that was... It showed the red side on the animation, but I think that's wrong. I think I definitely decided on Ponytail last night after I got off. It's just a better shiny. And it does not want to give me a bunny now. I'm getting a fair bit through Gen 4 of the Living Dex. Where am I up to? 427. So I'm right near the end, and I've just got to do a load of battles to evolve the first forms I've got. Try to get some second forms where I can when it's been underground. Thankfully, because I've been thinking ahead, I've already got a few of them already for the Gen 4 decks, because a load of them were evolutions from previous, like Murkrow. I've already got one ready for Honchkrow, so I don't need to catch another one. I think I may have got really lucky with the first one. The nice thing with being onto the 4th gen is I don't have to hatch a load. I don't have to just run up and down by Solaceon. I can actually go to the normal places where you would catch them doing the normal... Yeah, just normal decks. I think you can see all of Gen 4 in the normal decks, you don't have to do that. I think it's a celebration, I might actually just put the Poliwag into Politoed. Might be a little like, I'm done. Probably not going to be on stream because that needs to be traded for the King Truck. Get one of my friends to help with that. Male Bunneries. I think at this point I don't have to say male. It's just assumed. I did have to like fight the urge to release them because I was just doing Wormadam. And you need male. Yeah, you need male Burmy to do Mothim, but female specifically to do Wormadam. And right before that was, what's its name? The B1 Combi. Same thing there. I went male for the base form, but then I had to go female for the one I'm going to evolve. Yeah. So, wait, Klutz. I don't think I've actually seen the Klutz ability. This is one of the ones where I said I was just learning random abilities I didn't know about. Pokemon can't use any held items. I guess that has benefits. That's a weird one. What's next? Miss Magius. I think I've already got Mischievous. Already got one for Honchkrow. Glameow. Is that going to be one of the version specifics? Just as I said, I didn't have to breed. Down to go breeding. The upside to already doing it. The national. The downside to only doing it on one game right now. Oh, no, it's on. I've already got one. Cheers, anyway. Just have to find it in my mess of boxes. Every time it just gets me when I scroll past Krogung's face and just the gormless look. Where are you? Probably should be somewhere. Probably, there you are. Connection's actually holding up today, no drop frames. Oh, what was my control doing there? It's nice to land up, there we go. BBs again. I think I made the controls for this better, but AO. This is like the only time I ever use it. I can't really complain if the controls are bad, it's something I really use. I promise I'm not going to get on to ranting about this game again. Just chill on, got some music playing for me. And just crack on with this. I've been having weird spurts of eggs just taking longer to appear. Like, I think it was Bastiodon before. It just... I wasn't sure. Like, I tricked myself into thinking fossils couldn't breed. It took that long. Oh, nice. I know you mean female. I know you mean it. Because I'd wish the same. Kind of sadistic. And if you're not a little sadistic, something's kind of wrong with you. What OBS stuff are you working on, by the way? There's some stuff I was thinking of working on in a bit, mainly like animations. They're like a little logo or something in there for like an away screen. Yep, it's gonna be one of those that takes ages to just appear. Because there are weird ones, like I always forget the rule of babies can't breed. So it just takes ages until I actually clock onto what I've done and then swap for one of the evolved forms to get another baby form. And then it finally gives me the egg. That's why I kind of tricked myself before into thinking fossils couldn't breed. I was like, is that another special rule that I've just never realised about? Because there's that, and the fact that... Oh, what one is it? Nidoqueen can't breed, but you can get Nidoran female from Nidoking. So you can breed the two from technically the wrong Pokemon, just for the way they set Gen 1 up. With that being the only difference. Or like the only gender difference. Technically the only gender in the game. You couldn't even pick your character gender back in Gen 1. One more egg. Come on. This is going to get way more interesting when I just get onto the battling. Because at least then I've got to do a little bit of thinking. Actually kind of what's been helping just jumping on and streaming it, because I've got to pay a little bit of attention to stuff, otherwise I just end up lying on the couch doing this and trying to fight sleep. It's just so mind numbing. Trying to think. I think it was last night or whatever. Oh, another egg. Of stuff that I could do whilst doing this, but the fact that they took out one-handed controls in most stuff, I can't actually remember if it's in Sword and Shield, but the fact that it takes both hands means I can do so little but watch stuff or say listen to podcasts or music while I'm doing it. Except for when it comes to this, and then I'm back to one hand. I'm just thinking, what time is it in Canada, by the way? It's like, because it depends where you are. You used to have a friend who was like, I would say 8 hours behind. It's 20 to 9 for me now. Can't remember where she lived. See if I can find where she lived. That's what I'm looking for. It'll be weird to message her. Just message her, where do you live? Like a weird creepy stalker. God knows I've got social issues, but I'm not quite that weird. Up to sounds, there we go. Should be soon. And then it's time to start hating myself when they don't hatch into what I want. Something you can do. Is it actually because I know I'd get questions about it? Let's add these stupid rules into my bio. Hey, there we go. On off bio. Wherever that is. Probably. There we go, we start on the females. Sound like such a sexist. Just savvy half a single fucking female. And I always managed to randomly hit B. Oh, okay, there's the chat gun. Sweet. Cheers, Twitch. Go to account. Edit chat. There we go. Panels is what I want. Excuse me. And welcome to Mechanical Keyboard Simulator. Living Dex rules, I guess. Oh, I can set up link for an image, that's nice. Mail, possible. Oh. A lot of these rules are just the way possible. Caught in Pokeball where possible. That's literally it. Yeah, I'll do. Nice and simple. Female again. Yay. Time to go get another egg. That's a hatchet. Did it do? No, that's fine. Oh, settings, channel. Because the picture I've got doesn't kind of match everywhere else. Brand, yeah, update, upload picture. Because they're working marking, so it kind of kills me that they don't match. Where would I have stored it though? Logo social. Go to the alt version. That looks odd when it's not. To be fair, it does look better smaller. I think that's why I did it. There we go. Random bits that probably only I care about. Your profile picture update. Paying attention to where I'm up to. There we go. Yeah, 2 females. Release own tempo. That one got different. They may be all own tempo. Oh, that's even a coffee. Yeah. It takes where it's all signed for the bottom. Punk rock enemies, and I'm kind of not in the mood for it. So more relaxed. Yeah, lo-fi jazz, sweet. Proper waxed and I'll probably fall asleep. Oh! Accidentally read that text box out without meaning it. Which is how accurate the text boxes are. Actual reaction. To be fair, the amount of times when you catch in something, it's like, oh, I almost got it. Like, I'm not sure if that's ingrained because of how long I played the games, or if that's my actual reaction at this point. I'm gonna check something, just in case I'm wrong. Yeah, there we go. likes a fox beat. Is Glameow gender locked? Something in the back of my head's telling me it is. As much as my back of my head is usually wrong. Oh yeah, it's 25%. It's majority female. Geez, they're always a fun ones to do. Still doesn't beat what is Salander's percentage? Because that's something ridiculous, like 5 or 1%. Cerebee's up there, but 12.5%, which is definitely one of the lowest gender ratios. I wonder what Combies is actually. One of the weird areas that I know kind of probably more than the average person who plays Pokemon is gender ratios. Just for this weird rule that I've had to use. Probably 12.5. I think for low percentages they leave it at 12.5. It should be fair, Glameow was only double that. God, this chair needs some like WD-40. My party's full. Ooh, that must be the last bottom party. Nope, one off. Limber, that's the other one. I'll check what Limber does. Limber, its Limber body protects it from paralysis. That'd be a good one to have. It's kind of the bonus of going to do this, is seeing the other abilities and just kind of having them as breed fodder if I ever want. I don't know, one from a team or just in general, just want a shiny version with a special ability without having to go through all the effort, because you don't know if they're going to put the patches or capsules in Scarlet and Violet. Which hopefully they do, because they have one of the nicer things that they've actually weirdly kept in this. Some of the good changes that we hope stay in. Hope that the gods over a Game Freak allow us to have some form of happiness. We're gonna get after Purugly. Jingling, I'd already have Stunky. That's not too bad. Actually, I think about it at this point. Why don't I just fill out the team and just hatch the extras if it's such a low gender ratio? It saves so much more time, even if I do have to hatch the extras. Okay, never mind. Thought he already had an egg, did not. Oh, exactly. The Poketch? Yeah, Pokewatch. Yeah, I just kind of get it as I go past it, because I won't keep refreshing that, because that's actually getting annoying. Another one. No. Oh, but the egg's done. Eggs done. Soft or hard boiled is the question. How much is it done? Soft or hard, soft or hard. Gonna make no comment. It's not done right. I don't know what the soft or hard. Depends on the context, really, I guess. For how I like my eggs, it's not done enough. My own brain just fully clocks off and just goes, what else have I got to do? Let's do a quick count if I guess lines. 1, 2, done, done, done. 3, 4, 5, done. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, done. 12, done, 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 dun dun dun. 13. That, to be fair, for that big chunk of stuff that I've done in the other dexes, I don't actually have much left. If a pal would do, I could probably get it done tonight and be on to level up. No, go at it. 13 more lines. And some of them are easy, like Bronzong's gonna be easy. Skorupi should be easy. Yeah, Underground it'll be easy. Stuff like that. Oh, another egg. I really hope I can get this sometime, because that's really not that many. I've actually kind of motivated myself by looking at what needs to be done. As long as this doesn't take a ridiculous amount of time. Probably have this closer. Because I'm being particularly lazy in my voice today. It is all just no projection. Words are just flopping out my mouth. Hey. Right. Yeah. Oh yeah. That was a fast one. Pay attention. Well, pay attention and make sure I'm moving. I'm random looking chat settings. Hey, fireworks. It's getting towards the end of November, because we're getting fireworks going, just randomly. People in the build-up who can't hold their excitement in. Is that for me? Every time I say, oh, I swear it kicks off the game's a Hachi egg. Just convenient every time. Convenient, coincidental. At this point, I'll get a shiny one before I get a male. As I friggin' say it, one down. As I always just point out the stupid thing that will happen before the thing you actually want to happen. And you just call the game out. Yeah, I know, like, no, it won't, shut up. And it's like a little rebellious teenager. It'll do what you don't want it to do. Because it knows secretly, I want a shiny before a male. It's all reverse psychology. But how many times do you have to reverse it before it clocks on? Is the question. Does it now know that I want the shiny? Does it now know that I want the male more? I'll never tell. Another egg. But now I've said it, I need to know what that shiny looks like just in case it's close. I feel like Meows is quite obvious. Come on, Meow. Oh yeah, if I can vibrant pink. Can't miss that if it pops up. What's Broccoli's? Not that I actually put it to Progly, because Progly is not one of my favourites, to be honest. It's not as bad as it. But I think it's a little better than its normal form. Even though it's just Progly at the end of the day. What's it gonna be? Skip cutscene. Wish it was a thing. Just press skip and the whole screen flashes to white. It's already determined what it's gonna be as an egg. Hey, there we go. Now I've just got a load of eggs that I don't need. Oh well. Voice, please. And they both got limber. Let's go get Progly out for the time being. Is there an egg there? Yeah, he's got an egg. Get rid of this egg. Go get Progly out and look for Stunky underground, because I think the next two are underground. Switch box to... I think it may have been the first box. Nope, that was the other one. There. It's a feature that I'm using a lot more now that I've got all 40 boxes. Otherwise, I just kind of go left to right using the boxes. Because it didn't make that much difference until I had to do it constantly. Stunky I can do underground, spacious. Bronzor I can do it as well. Every time but night. I feel like Chatot's going to be somewhere underground. Although to be fair, if I'm doing it tonight, I'll probably just breed one. So Stunky it is. I feel like that actually appears more at night. Can't fly inside the building. More at night in the fields below Hearthome. Or Hearthome. I think the right one. Veilstone. Not even the right city in general. like hard home, so one to the left. Here's where I'm wrong. No, hard home was that one. To be fair, Veilstone, I just never remember. Even though it has got these over here, which are how you change Deoxys's forms. It's just uploaded. 2 minutes ago. Face ID, come on. Ooh, Mark Rober video. Something squirrel. Squirrel! Now the question, can I force stunting encounters, or at least get rid of some others? What levels are there here? Oh my god, that Johnny's. That would actually be one with specifically. So that's it. Details. What route am I on? Is the question. 25% on route 206. Which I feel like is not the one I'm on. No, 206. Yeah. Yeah, for 25%, that actually can speed things up a little bit. Let's talk to this because they left that feature in the game. 207. And if I cut the bushes here, it'll be 206. Thankfully, the swarm is on 227. Remember, I think it was Ponyta that I was getting here, and there was a swarm of nose pass, and it just made it borderline impossible. Stunk it right away. Borderline impossible to get Ponyta. It took so long that I think ended up breeding it because the swarm took up that many of the spawns. What's a good choice coming here? Show me mail. Yay. Critical. One down. I wonder how many Pokemon I get to before I hatch all of these eggs. God, yeah. Great choice coming here. All stunky encounters. I feel like because I was doing the early dexes, this is something that I haven't seen for a while. It's just the common encounters being the ones I need. Except for like, oh, another critical. Except for Bidoof and Starly since I jumped onto Gen 4. Here we go. Stunky done. Shove them in the boxes. And Bronzor. Yeah, it will still be better going underground because I'll be able to just like level it up once to get Bronzor. Feel like it being spacious cave. Kind of guessing this and hoping I'm right. It's either that or rocky cave. Oh, egg. And it's normal. the game going to be a dick to me now? Just give me males. Because I love it when it does that. Nope. Like, I've been wanting males for ages. It won't give me them. It'll go through a ton. And then it will start just giving me the rare males. Oh, what is it? I won't do this. Let's check where Bronzor is. Let's go and tank next. Bronzor is underground. Rocky Cave doesn't. Okay, I was right. It's not this. Rocky Dazzle, not Icy. I'm trying to remember where I've seen it most, which I feel is Dazzling. But right now it'd be better or easier to get to Rocky. Would it? I feel like everything's a mile away. Now we're going for a run. Do some cardio, burn some calories, let's go. Okay, let's go. Make sure to talk to you, just in case I hit everyone. I can get the Spiritomb without hatching. I don't think I will, because Spiritomb's coming up quicker than I thought it would. Oh, well, my base is going to make bugs spawn more because I was getting Cricketot. I'll have to change my base if it's been a pain. Shouldn't be for Rocky Cave, really. What bugs are going to spawn in here? None that I can think of. 12 ball isn't a thing. Steel bugs, Durant isn't a thing either. I think the route for this is a zigzag to see all the spawns. On the bottom, at the top, they're all just in case I'm going to move my base. He says when he has no drills. Oh, I know you, Petita. There should be a hike area somewhere. There's a Diglett. So I can't remember where I've moved my base to. So I'm actually going to need to get rid of all the statues. Like I said, I forced it to be bugs. Because Cricketot is only apparently a morning and night Pokemon. So I went into the underground and forced it to spawn with statues. Because I was playing in the daytime. And usually that isn't the case and it doesn't bother me. I know what it says if it hatches underground. Like just generally in the tunnels, because I'm assuming... Let's have a look, because one hatched in the tunnel. Oh, it just says in the ground underground. I thought if it was like in one of the chambers, it'd say the chamber's name. But I guess because there are a lot of the same chamber, it just says the Grand Underground. Because if you can't be specific, why even try be a little bit? Can't be very specific. That's what I meant. Just hope for the best. I tried looking for him. It's probably going to be out the other side. And I think I ran past one of them. I don't know, I'm saying that. I'm thinking I'm probably going to run down the other way and just see if I can find one. Is that one there? Appeared just as the egg hatched and it was trying to hide him from me. And that was the last one. I only actually got this donkey. I thought I was at least going to get through Bronzor before I did. Get goods. Right, yeah, digger's drill. Let's get a few. Deal do. Okay, let's go down here. I feel like this is one that I'm usually nearby. Let's shove the base. Yeah. Will it reset? No. Although, place statue, and then I think I can reset the whole room. Yeah. Nice and easy. So it shouldn't be unbalanced with spawn and bug types, because I feel like that's why there was a load of shuckle. Although, no, it would have spawned a load of Scroopy. Okay, it's backwards. Never mind. It made a whole load of no difference. Although I would have had to do it anyway, to be honest. He says nothing to all what's left. For all I know, the only ones I've actually got left are all bug types. And Vampy. I swear Bronzor's been way... Oh! There he is. I was gonna say, I swear Bronzor's been way more common. It's usually the one I'm trying to avoid. And it's genderless. So all of the ones I see are cats. This is one I'd actually like to hunt because it was my first shiny. It was a random Bronzong in Diamond right before I was gonna go face. I want to say the Algebron for getting it Cyrus. But I was facing him, was just like, why is this green? Which at that point, it just been so long between ever playing, I think Silver was the first one I played, and the Red Gyarados, that I just forgot that shinies were a thing. So by the time it came to seeing a green Bronzong, I was like, ooh, that's different. Oh, and I do remember one where I thought it was a gender difference, but it was a shiny dog trio that I was just grinding away on. What was it? An X and Y in that sandstormy area. And it had a blue nose, and I thought it was a stupid gender variant, like Wobbuffet and the pink lips. So I killed it. Look later, and obviously it was a shiny. Just hit my head against the wall. I was like, should have realised. Should have knew this. You know, there's virtually, if any, gender difference between the two dog trios, but hey, can't win all your shinies. I think if I remember rightly, that was just mindless grinding, which is why I thought that. You just make me realize how much of this game I do mindless stuff in. Just no active thinking. Bronze up. And just full on instinct with it. Like I was trekking towards that Bronzor before my eyes and brain fully went, oh, that's what it is. My fingers just shoved me towards it. This went blue. Probably like the monkey side of my brain. Like I guess what I'm going to describe it is more like the dog side. It's like food, and then it just tracks towards it. There's Bronzor done. What's after Bronzor? It's going to be Chatot. Babies and Chatot. Breeding will probably be the quickest, but I'm still going to look anyway. Chatot location. Oh, that shiny funky as well. Day and morning, so yeah, I literally just can't get in the underground now. I have to breathe. Let's go. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Yes, lead 2 and find where I need to put Bronzor in those boxes. Where have I left Chatot? Hello, Gogug. Chatot. I feel like it'd be an early one. I was right, box 2. There we go. Right next to Bronzor. And the Spiritomb will be after this. Sweet. Remember to put Bronzor in the box before I do anything, because I was about to not. And Mancargo could actually use some healing. Heatproof's not a bad ability, that's what I'd rather. Don't be one of the Davis. Give me the egg. No. Nope. Give me the egg. No. How about... No. Nope. I don't want the egg unless it's no. Hey, there we go. Can't be wrong if you're always calling it out. Broken clock's always right, twice a day. See, yep, let's go. Oh my god, I'll put the egg. You want the usual on my right. She's so condescending. Once you get that gold card, she's like, oh, I know you. You come in here a lot. Your Pokemon fecked again. Yes, I don't abuse them. They fight because they want to. I swear. My cargo walked into a door, did nothing. Shut up. Don't judge me. I'm gonna have to get a lot of items, I'm realizing. Unless I've already got some of them. For like Rhyperior and Dusknoir. And it's looking at the playback, it looks choppy. Let's swap camera and then swap back. Still choppy. Let's try flashbanging constantly. For reinitialize. Smoother. It just looks choppy. Full screen. It is a little. And I guess it's not too bad. It's just having an off day, but to be fair, this is just to keep me focused. I'm not too bothered about the quality right now. As long as the quality is solidly okay. That's all I'm bothered about. Yeah, it seems smooth enough. Must have just been having an iffy spell. Oh no, shut up Twitch. Why do you auto play with volume on the home screen? I don't want him not paying attention, you just hear boom, 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 boom. And again. Oh my god. It's because I've got the game over here, but I'm looking at the lag stream view while I'm swapping stuff. That one was intentional. Hey, finally. Oh. Am I going to do the weird thing where it just slides me down the hill? I think it's stopped me in the perfect spot to do it. I forget, I wonder what it's... Move... I forget what one it is, but it was in Gen 4 where you could speak into the mic. It's male. And it'll come out. I wonder what that sounds like. Yeah, it did the weird thing. It's probably just its cry. Just made it boring. Same reason he took out the letters on the capsules. People would say some explicit stuff that wasn't child friendly. Where am I? I'm right there, yeah. I thought I'm better putting this back in and going to the box editor that it was in. That one. And then Spiritomb thing's only down at the bottom here, so... No, that was the other one. I'm gonna check that before I start breeding another Spiritomb. Which is backwards. That should be one that can't breed, but male. Come on. Because I shouldn't be able to breed 1,000 or something ghosts trapped in a rock. Doesn't make any sense. Ah, it's stupid. I have to put the keystone in, but okay, yeah, guess I'm reading it. I thought to just have to talk to them and then you put it in, but no, you put it in and it breeds. What you miss? Let's see, where are we up to? Managed to get all the Glameow. Stunky was really easy. I hatched all the extra Glameow eggs trying to get the male before I got Bronzor. Done with that. Just hatched Chatot, so we're up to Spiritomb. There you go. That's the past hour of my life summed up. That's what I spent an hour doing. Really doesn't seem like an hour, which I guess is a good and a bad thing. Yeah, we're just trying to breed 1,000 ghosts into another rock. And apparently I didn't talk to enough people. Let's shove this chat up. Back in the box, I think it was here. Oh, when I realised how good Skuntank's shiny is. Just super vibrant red. Which might be if they do a DLC for Scarlet and Violet, which I know it hasn't even came out, so I'm thinking about that. I might do a full-on red team, similar to how I did a full-on gold team for the Crown Tundra. Obviously, shiny red team. And it'd still kind of match with the one that I've won in there, which I wanted to kind of do shiny Aegislash as an alternate starter. Well, not Aegislash, Honedge into Aegislash eventually. And that's kind of like black and red, so I'd give myself that just because I really actually want to use Aegislash properly. I've always liked it, but never used it. How'd Roby stuff go, by the way? What were you working on? Ooh. Just looking at my stats and I've dropped no frames today. So it seems like my connection's actually kicked in properly. I'd scream at the thing in the background, but it's gonna shout back and I think I've got on full volume. I can't deal with that right now. Who's after me? Spiritomb. Gibble. Gibble should be easy. Come back to my attention span. One of the things I would need to work on next. Before I've even finished what I'm working on now. Creaky chair inbound. I say chair, stool. Attention span kicking in once again. How close is this? It doesn't seem close. I need to find something else to do while I'm doing this. There's only so much paying attention to stream bits and occasionally looking up areas on my phone can do for my attention span before I just completely clock off. I don't think it helps that it's like 9:30 at night for me. It's getting into that ease down time on a Sunday before I'm into bed ready for work. planning ahead. I'm just thinking, Gibble's going to be relatively easy. Lucario and Riolu, I can only breed, if I'm remembering rightly. I think I was trying to save Riolu from the egg. It's just like a little special one on the side, because you get him from Riley. Because I usually try to do that for some weird half sentimental reason. I could do that with random event Pokemon I get as well. Like, I won't level them up or anything, I'll keep them like almost like cards, keep them pristine in box. It's so dumb. I got, there's some logic behind it, but even I can acknowledge how dumb that is. I was annoyed that I couldn't get shiny alternatives. I think it was for US and Europe and just never came to the UK. There were ways to get it, but by the time I saw them, what site was it? Maybe in GameStop's German site or something. They realised what was going on and they blocked all the IPs. Hey, you right, Brianna? Oh my god, what's that emote from? That's actually really good. A little shiny Shoko. Oh, Brie. Yeah, the feeling you know each other. How long is this taking to hatch? Oh my god. Sounds gonna be out going fine. Sweet. Yeah, I do that a lot. A lot of the times I'll just be lying in bed with like a stream on, just 6 hours later, wake up and it's still playing. I just wonder. They're the times when you're lurking in a stream, you've just left it on, it's female, you've just left it on, but then the person you're watching randomly screams because of something, even if they're playing a chill game, and you're borderline ready to launch something at the TV. Kind of the worst pest. You do not want to wake me up. There's morning people, there's people who aren't morning people, and then there's me who is just violent. Did I pick up an egg? Am I being dumb again? No, I'm not. I at least picked it up this time. What was it before? I spent like 5 minutes up and down thinking I was hatching an egg before I realised I didn't even have one. Hands control, do the right thing, just run and shoot off to the left. So at the end of this, I'm gonna have like the mental focus of a monk. Be able to focus for days on end. But clearly not now. Oh, cheers for the follow, by the way. Thankfully, the little notification I've set up the top does something, because I clearly just don't notice. Hopefully it does something. the audio for a second. I'm gonna try something. Let's go to settings. Okay, music off. Game, no, music off. You might be able to hear double for a second as it comes through the mic. Just engage super chill vibes. Yeah, sounds about level. So still got the bonks, but it's just chill. Is this swapping song? That sounds a bit low. Louder? Yeah, that seems about right. So long as it's not the same. Again, root and then Salacion Town music constantly. Especially the swapping. The swapping, if I was actually listening to it, would drive me mad. I had it low enough that I wasn't really listening to the music. This was overpowering it, but I could still hear the bonks. How close am I? Moving occasionally. Trust me, if I could do this faster, I would. How you doing? Double-edged cat. That's a double-edged move. That cat's got full-on concussion. I feel like you just bring the whole entourage with you. I don't know why. My brain just, with Father of Dragons, just went full on. I said, oh, the Father of Dragons just brought his children with him. Just apologise to anyone with any Irish heritage. Not bad Irish impression. Or just anyone else to listen to that in general. God, those impressions are cringy at the best of times. It came at like the best time. Just lo-fi vibes and some occasional bonks. And occasionally hatching a 1,000-year-old spirit trapped in a stone. Speaking of which, come on, be a male. I wish more Pokemon had clear gender differences so I could tell. Oh, come on. They'll just get multiple. I feel like at this point, because I'm at the last stretch, I might just get multiple eggs at the same time. It's not saving me any time not doing it. Okay, I'll reiterate this story because it's so dumb. Basically, I was a little kid, very dumb. Always called my Pokemon like lads, guys, dudes. So, as a little like subtle, not subtle, what's it called? Subconscious like challenge to myself without realizing I was doing it. I just always tried to get males where possible. It was like a little challenge I gave to myself. And since then, a whole freaking decade later, I've kept that challenge just because Pokemon's a bit too easy. So that extra little challenge is just kind of stuck there. I just laugh at the... I also need a man. Trust me, I could use a man or a girl or anyone at this point. Fuck it, I'll take it, whatever's going. At this point, whatever sexuality I say I am, it doesn't matter. Welcome to my whole self-deprecating humor. I will shit on myself constantly. For literal shits and giggles. Well, let's be honest, male Spiritomb wouldn't do you bad because that's like thousands of men. It's got to say how many. I keep saying a random number. It's got to say how many spirits. 108 spirits. That's 108 men for you. So if you don't like one of them on one day, you just get another one. They're all just there. It's a collection. It's a lucky dip of men. Everything's against TOS at this point, let's be honest. If I show too much clavicle, it's against TOS. Am I showing too much face? Too much forehead? Need to push the fringe down. Just skin in general. Unless I'm in a hot tub, I can't show this much skin. Oh, there's another egg there. Didn't even realise. Is that two of them I've got? Well, two of both. Two of the ones I don't want. Two of the ones I do. Well, at least that starters an egg with a lot of health. Although it is a single form. That is true. Although you can't assume I'm not a female at this point because it is 2022. I might be, for all you know, a gender fluid raccoon. As long as I say it, it's true. I think what is it? It's something stupid like that. The social platform we all love is LinkedIn. I full on give up with that, and my pronouns on there are he, him, Japan. Because no one cares what your pronouns are. If I care that much, I'll ask. You don't need to tell me what to use. Because if I ask, that just means I care more. If I don't ask, correct me, and I hope you're not offended. I'm not going to... This is going to go into a deep rabbit hole. I have opinions that I shouldn't just start going off about. Although I do need to take on that present thing. I feel like that could save me a lot of arguments. And people being very upset with me. Is there another egg? There is another egg. Tell you what I missed now that I'm remembering going up and down here is I think it was Oris's post game, where as much as they did have the Battlefront here, Hatching eggs there was so easy. You just hold one button and the camera would just let you go forever. The pseudo method in that game was just ideal. Although, was that the one to do with? I don't think I shiny hunted much in Oris, thinking about it. Got super into it with Sun and Moon. Yeah. But Oris would have been a good one. What's the first I get now? That's got to be close. Sounds moving occasionally. Too many steps. At this point, it's better not checking, but now that you've said it, I kind of need to check. Because Spiritomb, I feel like, will be a pretty long egg. And you also get to enjoy the ASMR of a mechanical keyboard. It should be on Bulbapedia. Definitely on Cerebi, but Bulbapedia is always at the top. Egg group at Morph, anywhere between 7,500 to 8,000 steps. Which is why I just kind of gave up. Usually I'll only get enough eggs for the ones I need, and then if one comes out male, I'll just get another one and just kind of try and keep eggs to a minimum. For ones like this, it's ridiculous. So I'll just get as many as I can. That and Glameow, that I think you may have missed. Because that had such a low male percentage, like 12.5, I just got a load of them. I'm not looking forward to having to do Salandit. And this one's a male, so what are the extra 3 eggs? They're just going to sit there till they hatch. It's just one feature I think they should put into the newer games. Oh wait, can I do this with... No, I can't. They should put into the newer games is the ability for any excess eggs to be able to hand them back into the daycare. Because you obviously can't release them. Okay, next one in the list. Gibble. Okay, that just means I can go underground. Let's see where to get Gibble. I think I've already got it up on my phone. Gibble. I feel like that's Fountain Spring. Yeah, that was the other one. That was like one of the hidden features that I never realised until I actually went back to them. The hot springs actually helped, so you could kind of double up with Magcargo with like Flame Body, and then that. The only annoying thing is it was such a small area. Because it was on the grid, it didn't actually bother me too much. Wayward Cave and Grand Underground. Fountain Spring, yeah, I was right. Fountain Spring and Riverbank. These shouldn't be terribly hard. And hopefully... no, I didn't want to click. That should be the default one for this. Should be play alone, then local communication, and then internet. It just makes sense. At least to me. What way am I going for these? I'm best going up and then flying somewhere else. I wish they bring random stuff like that back. Like the hot spring, so... let's say if the wild area randomly had like... the hot spring. Or like... where was it? It was somewhere in Legends Arceus. They had the hot spring area. Although you couldn't hatch eggs there. Just shows that they could have put something if it would have been like... a callback. Kind of. I don't really know what I'm saying there, to be honest. I kind of had a thought and then it just went woo right the way over there. Eterna City should take me to the right place. Yeah. That was a frustrating bit. Like they had the hot spring in there, but no eggs. But they could do stuff like that with Scarlet and Violet. Although it's not looking hopeful for that game, really. I'm excited for it. Looking forward to it. But the whole wild area and instance... Wait, why is that letting me... Oh, it's going to be... Come on there. And instance towns hasn't got my hopes up too high. I'm also just jaded at this point. They got so much promise for the games. But they've let us down so often. Just hope they've got their A-team on this one at least. I've noticed since I last played these games, the hitboxes for Pokemon in the Underground have shrank. Because I would swear that Lickitung would have hit me in earlier versions. And that Swablu. Ooh, Gibble. And minimum 3 IVs. Not that I care at this point, but bonus. I'm just remembering now, if I want to do forms... Oh no, for Enamorous to complete it, not just forms, I need to play through Hisui. Because I kind of want to keep it in my main save. The original Enamorous. So I just have to like burn through the campaign, the story, whatever, to get an extra Enamorous. It also means I get an extra Dialga and Palkia, which is just ones that I won't have to do in the raid dens. Because God knows if I can avoid doing them in raid dens, I am going to avoid them. And if I'm doing this now and I go back to... sorry, working this out as I go. If I'm doing this now, I will have most of the decks that I can just send into Legends Arceus and pull back out. So I won't have to catch a ton of them as well. Which then means I only have to catch the extras. So it'd be ones like, I think, Lilliput. Or whatever 5th gen. Oh no. Oh yeah. Sorry, just reading the chat. The only 5th gen were the ones that actually got the Hisui forms, weren't they? Which I'm forgetting the dancing one, but you get like Avalugg and... There was Avalugg, Ursaring, Cleavor, and... What was the name? Lilligant, that was it. Yeah. I want to say I got that before you put it in. Oh yeah, and Basket Legion. And that. God, there's so many I forgot from that game. Brave. I tell you what, I was really happy the other day. Because just a random shiny. I got, what was it? Rufflet. I didn't realise how good shiny Braviary's forms are. I'm definitely getting shiny Hisui and Braviary. Yeah. It was only the ones past 4th gen for the nobles and those kind of ones that appear. So it should be... Oh wait, it's underground, I'm not paying any attention. It's recover. They're the only ones I should technically have to catch in that game. So I might be able to actually burn through that and get an extra Arceus. Goodra. Oh yeah, Goodra did get a form. And Zoroark, yeah. Even then, it's still minimal. So it'll be workable. The story will just be... God. There's so many forms. But I forgot all of these forms. And some of them not being formed. So Sneasel will count as another one. Basket Legion will, because that's an evolution. Overquill does. Yeah. So that should be doable. It's just annoying that even the speed one, I think at this point, is at like 2.5 hours, 2 hours, something like that. And that's the speed run. And I can't pay that much attention, so it will probably be like a 10-hour game. Yeah, but I'd probably do it in about 5 hours. I'll be honest. Because most of the time we'll be getting them all into Legends Arceus. Yeah. And Amorous is the only annoying one because it's at the end. Arceus will be a bonus, and so will Dialga and Palkia. Because I think I know I've got tons of them because in every game since like Sun and Moon, they've given out every legendary. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. And 2 for each area, except for the little den area in the middle, which is an Amorous, technically, with Cynthia's ancestor. I was gonna say grandma. Yeah, so it's Stantler and Kleavor for the first area. Second area was Ursaring and Lilligant. Third area... Fair quad, this Gibble needs to get in the ball as well. I'm only just realised and I'm so catching. Arcanine was the third area with Basculegion. And then that would be Avalok and Braviary. Oh yeah, the starter's got... No! Okay. I need to get a different Pokemon for this. Yeah. The starters, shinies were interesting for them as well. Because they got their original colours. Yeah, definitely more than my cargo. I was just trying to power through and hope for the best. Especially for Gibble, because I just forgot he was ground type. He just kept doing dig and I just wasn't paying attention. What can I shove in? It doesn't help because I played through the game primarily as a monotype electric. But I can probably go... I shouldn't have been skipping through these boxes. Magnezone doesn't have Levitate. Lantern I'll probably do. I don't think I've got a high level Togetic. I've definitely got a Togetic. Although if I would have caught it underground, it might have been level 60. 62. Yeah. Yeah. Let's throw that in there. Because I can't remember resistances. And I don't remember if water resists. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Because resistances are always odd in that way. Oh, no, it took me to my base. My base is miles away. But if I go up, I should be able to come back down next to it. Which, if you haven't played through a game as monotype, it's so interesting to do. Like, it was that extra little bit of a challenge that made it super interesting. I forget which one it was. Rourke was definitely harder. Because I didn't have many options. And I kind of swapped my starter out for Shinx. What 2 did you use? Because that's interesting, like limiting the amount. It was fun to try and route in electrics, but it's interesting to just limit yourself to 2. I'm assuming you meant can't, because I know what you mean. I saw that and I was like, why can't I take it? And it's all to do with the patterns. Torterra and Perugly. Perugly is the interesting one. Cinderace. Oh, I read that backwards. Cinderace and Hatterene. I might have to do that because I've been looking for interesting challenges. And to be fair, if it's me, I may double it up just because I hate myself. Monotype alternate starter with limited team. Although if I'm monotype, I may go for 3 instead. Although we don't know what Pokemon fully are in Scarlet and Violet. I can imagine. I can't remember Purugly's moveset being great. Torterra will probably have carried most of it, I'd imagine. Yeah, trust me, you start to realize how many Pokemon have like Bulldoze and Earthquake. And especially when you get to, what's the name? Bertha of the Elite Four. Wait, I feel like I'm remembering that wrong. The ground type of BDSP's Elite Four. They specifically knew for electric types on some of them. Or like, not electric types, but the ground moves and stuff like that. So like, my only way to get past it without over leveling was BDSP Elite Four, not just BDSP. I'm not going to get any results. I had to give my Pachirisu, I think Grass Knot was the only TM I had, so I could actually get past them. Aaron, Bertha, I was right. Yeah, recover Toxic, Earthquake, Surf for that first Quagsire. Once I got past that, it was just Hail Mary, hope for the best. But she was a pain. And I'm one Gibble down. Didn't actually need the Togetic then, but God knows I will for the others. Ooh, 2 Gigabytes. If these are both male, that would actually be better. Because I've got a Gibble and I'm doing a Living Dex, I don't mind getting Gigabytes now. Because I've got the base form. It just means I've got to do less evolutions later. If it's this one's male. Because I do have to, after this, yeah, I've got to go back and evolve a load of the base forms that I have got and hatched and stuff like that. Which is going to be a pain, but it's more interesting than actually getting them in the first place. And then I've got to get items for some of them. Which is going to mean I'm going to have to then get a copy of Shining Pearl again so I can play it through. And get like the Magmarizer. Yeah. That and like, what is it? A shiny male Azurill. All stuff like that. Oh no, that'd be the reverse. Because, yeah. To be fair, any shiny. If it doubles up, then I'd be annoyed. But any shiny in all the forms. Because I'm going through as I do it as well, and any shinies I get, I'm going to substitute them out. So like I've already got a Feebas, an Onyx. They're the only ones that are in home, and I can't remember my Sword and Shield save. I can get Magmarizer, easy enough. Like I say, I've got another save going. Because I've already done all of the evolutions. I have tons of Electorizers. That's a fun story. Because that was part of the challenge. I thought, I'll try and make it easier for myself by giving myself decent move coverage. So, my Electivire, which was essentially my ace. Actually, I'll swap through to Togetic. I had a normal one. And just had the basic set of moves. No, like special egg moves from the underground. But I noticed one of them that I was fighting had Ice Punch. So I went back underground, got one with Ice Punch. And because it's a rare egg move, I just end up catching a load of them because sometimes they wouldn't let you know. Like they don't automatically use them, even if they are super effective because they're random. Yeah, because they're random with random encounters and wild Pokemon. So I just got a load of Electorizers because I was catching every one I saw. Oh, I hate to tell you, I can't wait to drop this game. Like, I've got the same feeling now that I had with Pokemon Go, because I despise that game. And I was only playing it because Hooper was the only mythical I was missing for a while, and I saw they were doing the event. Luckily, I happened to be on holiday at the time, so I was walking around playing it. Did the Hooper event. finally caught it, and I haven't played that game since. And I feel like it'll be the same for BDSP. Togetic was a shout. All it's not affecting is doing wonders. It just means I can constantly throw balls. See, if it wasn't for the friendship feature and making it too easy, I could see myself doing the same, because they're not as bad at games as people say they are. But that's just the one feature that ruins it for me. Weird that it let it use dig. I forget what Wish does, but I feel like that's a heal. Yeah, I can kind of get that. Although I'm almost kind of the same, I can't see myself going back to Legends Arceus. But it's still like it more. They're kind of on the same level for me. They both got enough issues that I can't see myself really going back to them. But Legends Arceus is also a very different game. Like just gameplay wise in general, the fact that it's more of a Final Fantasy sort of battle scenario. Like the way it's all timed out. Yeah, true. But I feel like that's every game past the post. Wait, just making sure I read this right. And also getting annoyed that keeps using dig. Nothing to do after 2 hour post. Yeah, that's pretty much every Pokemon game in general. Unless you're really into competitive, there's nothing really there for you, to be honest. And I agree with the shiny thing. They are too easy, so it's not as satisfying when you actually do get one. Although, flip side of the coin, a load more people are now into shinies because of that game. So, it depends what camp you come up from, whether you like the challenge or whether the fact that you can actually just get them for the first time in general. Just matter of perspective, people are different. Some people I don't agree with. Like you, I like the challenge of it. Yeah, the whole reason I'm doing BDSP is for that reason. And I like the complete coverage of the decks up to Gen 4. It's so nice. I tell you what, the difficult battles, I like the fact that, one, in the Elite Four, they gave them competitive movesets. So actually going through made them hard, like I was saying with Quagsire and Bertha, and even Cynthia. But then when you go back, they've got full on, like, they kind of half gave them competitive movesets for the first run, but the second one is actually hard, especially with the levels. Yeah, and I think they acknowledge that, especially with, if you've seen the Cerebi coverage. Oh, and it's underground, I've got to stop doing that. Where they found this shiny Skidoo that we were actually saying the other day. Like, that's going to be back in the game after so long, and I feel like they're going to try and give a lot of coverage to those generations now, especially since we're past it with BDSP. Yeah, oh, it's going to be... I like the fact that the shiny overworld, I just hope they don't go Legends Arceus with it. Oh, and thanks for the follow, Hannah. I hope they don't go with Legends Arceus kind of easy shinies because they're in the overworld. God, you know everyone is coming in. I feel like you do, like, have a full-on entourage. Yeah. Hopefully shinies are still just hard enough. Because I will say, actually, as much as I give the... Cheers. It's appreciated. As much as I give Let's Go sort of... I really didn't enjoy it. But shiny hunting in that game was actually still kind of interesting. Because it wasn't super hard. I need to pay enough attention. It wasn't super hard, but as soon as you saw in the overworld and you kind of just like stopped and started crawling around to make sure it didn't run away. I'm gonna hard disagree, just for the sake of, I think the one thing they got right for Let's Go was the navigation, which is the thing they really didn't get right. Because if you go in the underground of BDSP, the navigation is horrific. It's 3D navigate or 2D navigation in a 3D environment. The way you're trying to run away from a Pokemon and you get stuck on a rock, that's... I said there was one thing that I didn't like about it being the friendship and that kind of thing. But the navigation in the underground is also terrible. Overworld, actually not that bad. I think they thought about it. But the underground is terrible. I don't think you can defend it. It's too cramped for the kind of navigation and characters they've got. Yeah, and if... To be fair, yeah, I'll give you that. They should have, but I was having this discussion the other day where I think they actually shouldn't have made Legends Arceus, like the reverse of it, because I feel like they spread themselves too thin with that, which is why we're getting some like iffy footage from Scarlet and Violet trailers, even though there is the comparison between the English and Japanese trailers and one clearly looks better. Yeah, it does not help that. Oh, wait. Yeah, as soon as you said it, it went in. It doesn't help that I'm not hating it at all. Yeah, I feel like if it had time to breathe, it would have done way better. But I feel like because they're on, I think, roughly like a 3-year release schedule for it, that they were pushed for release of Scarlet and Violet. So it would have coincided too close to Legends Arceus, and it was better to intrude on Ilka and Diamond and Pearl rather than the main core game. They would have essentially eaten their own market, releasing the two around the same time, even if they are two different teams, which I don't think they are, given how similar they look. And that's female, damn it. Oh. I don't know how much they could have done with DLCs, to be fair, and like I said, the game kind of ran dry after that point. Like they could only really do stuff with legendaries, and they gave you all the legendaries essentially up to that point without going too far back and starting to introduce the like 3rd gen legendaries and the likes into it, where there's no real place unless they did something like Heart Gold and Soul Silver and gave them like extra little shoot off areas that suddenly appeared in the post game. I mean, I guess Giratina's Lake also did that at the end of BDSP, or Diamond and Pearl in general. Let's have a look at that. That is true, yeah. I can see maybe where they were coming from. I do agree with you. There were areas that just did go unused, but I feel like maybe, and this is me trying to play like devil's advocate and maybe giving them too much credit, it helps the exploration aspect of it. If there are places that you feel were just secrets that you found, I feel like that isn't what they meant or even how it comes across. But if you find somewhere in a game and it isn't really used, you kind of go, oh, I found a secret sort of thing. Like that little kid joy kicks in. Don't, don't worry about it. As someone should, because I feel like too much of the Pokemon community just craps on every game, even if it's not worth it. Like, I feel like I'm the same way with Legends Arceus. I defend it just because a load of people don't, although it is, weirdly enough, being so different, the more loved of the most recent games. Gen 7. Was Gen 7 Alola? Because Alola, I rarely... Anyone defends that it has its merits, but God, it was... Yeah. It was so bad. The whole having to start the game and play through nearly, what was it, half an hour of content before you properly got into it. That was ridiculous. Like, that turned a load of people off. I think, especially for Ultra Sun and Moon, like, they should have just delayed it a whole year. But that would have not went with the 3-year release cycle. And they should have released Ultra Sun and Moon. Oh, and let's not get into the story, because we all know Gen 7 and Gen 8's story was just fully, like, taped together. Like, it was held together with shoestrings. The fact that you just get to the end and it's like, oh, and here's the villain. Ooh, there's Gabite. Here's Gabite. Just like Gen 8's story of get to the end and then here's the team, be scared of Macrocosmo. That kind of thing. Like, there they are. Oh, yeah, midway through, they were just like, oh, yeah, it was two things that they wanted to do. That's a female. Run. Two things that they wanted to do, which was story and the gameplay that everyone knows. And they kind of realized halfway through, it's like, we're going with story, but then you also have to get badges, which that's another bugbear. They took badges out of that generation. Every generation has badges that are iconic to them. And that's the only generation without, so they broke the trend. Yeah, badges over trials any day. I'm just hoping they combine the two, which it seems like it's what they're doing, and sort of what they did in Sword and Shield in a half-assed way. But it seems like they're doing more of the trials before. Look, that gets its pass because it's in the past, but yeah, agreed. Whatever that is. Like, it was that good, I can't remember what it is, and that Gabite went straight into the ball. Yeah, and I'm just remembering now, when you got to the third island and got to the end, doesn't one of the trial leaders, at least in original Sun and Moon, just kind of come up and go, oh yeah, I'm a thing, and then just battle you before you leave? Like, that's how much of an afterthought he was. You can cheese all them, but they also did the my bugbear of games where they overpower themselves. Where are these Gabites? Sorry, 1 second. I will get back to this thought. They're gonna be somewhere. They've went into a random box. Crap. Oh, maybe not. No, they have. Gabite. Gabites. Damn my messy boxes. Feck. They would have went into one of the earlier boxes than this. Kind of. So my early dex is unorganized. It's just kind of, there's a Gabite. My early dex is unorganized, and then everything for national dex is organized. Not national, living dex. So if that's one of them, then it should be afterwards. I feel like there he is. What one did I take from here? Oh, that'd be Spiritomb. That's why it went there. I've asked this so many times just to myself. It's like, why would it not be the box you set it to? It's the box with the first open space from box 1. I just realised I then did not put these back where they should go. So let's go back to what we talked about. Jeez, all of them. Yeah, my pet peeve of games. God, I'm so happy I actually remembered my train of thought. When bosses and enemies in games overpower past where you can go. That's fine if you can't play as them, but Pokemon as a game, they should make it an actually competitively viable environment. But the fact that the totems in that game just got random buffs that you couldn't give yourself. What am I doing here? That made it ridiculous and not fun. Because they just had like too much defense, even if they had normal HP amounts. I'm breathing Lucario now. I feel like I may... I think I've said this. I kind of half get into competitive. Like, I'll do normally EVs, half do IVs, usually with like a team after I finish the game, or say DLCs, post-game, that kind of thing. And just make like interesting movesets. That's kind of as much as I get into it. I don't really play the competitive. You can try, but if you want to see someone glaze over faster after that point, like, be my guest. I know enough of it, but it's that extra step of knowledge where I think it's knowing a lot of the... Like I'm saying with this, I'm finding out about Pokemon abilities I've never heard of. And I only really find out about them through trailers and the likes when they're first announced. Otherwise, I just completely miss them. And then there are some moves that I've never heard of. Although I do find it interesting watching the VGC every now and again. And I didn't realise there's stuff with neutralising gas and Regigigas to get rid of it. I was like, oh, that's actually really interesting sort of thing. I feel like that's my way of getting into it, is actually just seeing it being used. Like, I'll have to start watching more of the VGC. I've got to remember Lucario. Where are you? Down there, next to Snorlax. Yeah, that's the whole other kettle of fish with that one. That, and what was it? Oh, the Major one. Kyurem Black and White actually came back into the meta again. Because that was all the Isle Tundra DLC, wasn't it? Because I had all the legends in the underground. I still don't like the decision that they did. Like, I kind of get why they did it, but I also thought it should have been like game specific like everything else. But the choice chamber for the Reggies, when you'd get Reggie Drago or Reggie Lecky, and he made you have that decision in the game, I didn't like it. Because I like that I could just play through another save and get it, but also it doesn't fall in line with every other decision they've made in the series. Yeah, Kyurem White is, I think, the one I'm remembering being used a fair bit. Because, like you're saying, it's just busted. And it's one I'm on the fence about is Fuse and Pokemon. I really don't know whether I'll like it or not, because Kyurem's one is, it's kind of grown on me, and the others just kind of get forgotten for me. Like Necrozma's merged forms just get forgotten. I really don't think about them because they don't feel like Pokemon. And can you get, I think, no, you can't get Necrozma's full form, I don't think. I'm going to check that, because I can't remember. Because it has, obviously, Necrozma Dawn, Necrozma Dusk. And the full form, I can't remember if it was, like, a form change. Necrozma. Oh, Hatchamon. And I've only got Spiritomb eggs on me. Everything's got a Lucario egg, damn it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Ultra Necrozma. Yeah, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, because it's a Z-Stone or Z-Crystal, whatever it was. And that's just another one that got lost to gens. Which I feel like they should do it like they've done in the series, where they've just went, you can use everything, but you only get the choice of one. So it's like Ash going into the leagues. He only gets the choice of Mega Evolution or a Z-Stone. And it's kind of noted every time they go into the battle which one they're going to use. Because if they're going to acknowledge that every gimmick they put into the game just makes them overpowered, give everyone the choice of the overpowered gimmick at this point. It just makes it more interesting. Someone's going to use, like, Mega Salamence against G-Max Gengar or something. It just makes it interesting. And I get that they have to account for more, but it'd make for a better game. Or, like, actually, one of me and my friends have been saying they should do, just make Mega Forms the G-Maxes and just kind of combines it all into one. Make the Z moves, like the after alter animations, part of the G-Maxes. It's essentially everything in one. And it'd be the ideal world. As much as G-Max and Dynamax isn't my favourite gimmick, it's the best of a bad situation, I feel. And I'm not even going to talk about Terastallizing. I'm not a fan of how it looks. I've got to see about how it plays. Because how it plays seems interesting. They've at least kind of give us some clarity on the... No, not capsules. Clarity on the typing. Because they've said they will get stabs for all the types. They just kind of lose the weaknesses, essentially. So I think the... What was the example he's? I think it was Pikachu with the flying. Pikachu will lose its ground weakness because it becomes flying, but it will still maintain electric stab and have flying stab. They haven't, and I think one of them, they specified if it would end up with 3 types essentially, because that's where there's been a lot of confusion. So say Gibble being Dragon Ground, it would maintain all of those stabs, but they haven't said if it would maintain ice weakness from ground, even though it would lose the weakness from dragon. Like they've gave us enough information about it, but still somehow not enough. It's just so frustrating, but that's the news we get in general. Like, we're calling it news, whatever Iono was. God forbid they do an actual announcement. No, they just tease a Pokemon by describing it and saying, guess what Pokemon that is, even though we all know it's going to be one that we don't know. Oh, I should be getting 2 eggs for this, shouldn't I? Yes, I should. I'm being stupid. And And I'm not a fan of her design, personally. Like, the design isn't bad. I just don't like the characters with the pointy teeth. But it's such a... It's a very Japanese decision, I feel. Let's just go back to this box. Set it there if I want to get them. And let's look ahead. Hippopotas should be easy. Skorupi should be easy. Krogunk. Carnivine I'll have to breed. Finneon. Mantike I've got. Snova. And Rotom. Okay, I'm going to have to see because it's getting late. It's, how much can I persevere to get this done? And I feel like I really want to get this done tonight. I mean, I can just kind of jump on after work tomorrow and just get to grinding evolutions out. It would be way more interesting. Oh, and I need to get a better chair. Heck. Better chair and just generally exercise. My back is going. I feel like, was it Hannah before? Oh, sorry, Brianna. Bri had the right idea. Just lie down, just play this. Just shove my Switch stock in the bedroom, play it on the TV. But then I would end up falling asleep to the dulcet tones of, not the lo-fi that's going on now, but Salacion to Route 209's remix of changing every like 10 seconds. What time is it now? It is 25 to 11. Ooh, work this out. If I'm working from home, I don't have to travel, so save myself an hour. Can wake up a bit later. I might be able to take this super late, at least for me, and crack out these last Pokemon. Can I double up? Wait, no, Pokemon. Pokedex. I might be able to double up and do this quicker. So Hippopotas is in... Passcode on phone. Get rid of Ultra Necrozma. Hippopotas. I feel like he's in Rocky Cave. I'm just checking. I want to take me straight to the Gen 8 Dex. Down Room Maniac's Cave. I feel like I don't have enough for them. Because that's the unknowns, if I'm remembering that rightly. There will be Rocky Cave, Sandseeker Cave. Yeah, Rocky Cave. While I'm hatching these, I can at least try and catch Hippopotas. And I'm looking for the one that I always think is like the normal Hippopotas. As much as like the female one weirdly always feels like a special form. Just because whenever they show it, they always default to the brighter coloured Hippopotas. And do we just feck the order at this point? If I see it. Yeah, I think at this point I'm just fecking going in order. It'd be faster. And I want to get to bed before 12 o'clock. And it's a male. Go sexism. that's a quote to be taken out of context if I've ever read one. Let's use recover. I don't think this can do enough damage to really like knock me out in one move. And this Gabite's gonna do its thing, isn't it? Not Gabite, it's gonna do the Gabite thing. I only need you to stay in the ball, but I'm just high enough level that you would die if I do anything. I really need to have a catching Pokemon like my... I think you usually go for Gallade and False Swipe. Use recover, just get in the ball. No. Yeah, no. It's always when it goes just too fast. You can sort of tell. There are times I've been wrong, but majority of the time when you're like, dun, dun, dun. I feel like that's me just telling myself things like, I knew it. I called it. I didn't have a good feeling about that. I was going to be like, no, it's not going to be this one. But something made me shut up. Let's see. Skorupi. Leave a gap of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he goes there. Because I feel like there's going to be not a majority, but a decent chunk of the ones that I need in Rocky Cave. Oh, that was a Skorupi up there. Well, that Skorupi is the rare one in this room. Oh, here's the egg. Got rid of one of them. Hopefully it's a male. If not, I'm gonna go up. Probably have to see what this Skorupi is. Cool, there's one. Oh. I thought that Rhydon had a backpack for a second because the Beldum was clipping into it perfectly. Would that have been caused on this? This group is female, but I'm just doing something a second. If I go to this and scrub through, I'm gonna have to pause it the right time, aren't I? See if I can catch the backpack. Cool, there's one. Is that right? Yeah, I can kind of see ish what I meant. Anyway. Run from this. Is there anything else that I want before I go up? Nope. Why did I go up? Thinking about it now. I got the one I needed. I don't need another egg. Don't know. Don't want local communication, no. Know that much. Trainer guard. too many clicks for this menu. I know I can do shortcuts, and I probably should. But there is also the quicker thing of not needing 2 clicks for, say, the versus Seeker or wherever I set it to. Usually versus Seeker or Poke Radar. Because I either need money, because I keep running out for the daycare of Pokeballs, which I just end up buying like 999 of. Or just hatching eggs and constantly swapping them out, just 500 at a time. Or 1,000 if I accidentally pulled data out. And then having to do 1,000 again to throw it back in with something else. Considering I'm almost done with the dexes, that's probably a fair bit of money by now. Especially because a lot of the earlier ones, like all the starters definitely needed to be because they're too rare. I wasn't going to waste time going in and out of a room and doing laps, where for something like this it seems worth it. Bronzo, already got you. Trapinch is appearing commonly now when I need it before. There's Scroopy. Oh, I'm gonna have to. I was thinking the friendship evolution for Riolu. That might be. So what I've been doing before is just leveling them up. And just kind of leaving them in the party as a level up. And that hasn't been too bad, to be fair. So that may be what I just do with Riolu. Scroopy. I still haven't seen Hippopotas. Which I looked it up. I'm sure I'm in the right room. Rocky Cave and Sandsear Cave. Yeah, it's odd because I think they'd be more common. Sing along to probably the wrong song. Really should just listen to the lo-fi mix, but I'm too lazy to actually put headphones in that aren't just on my phone. Because I haven't got small ones and I don't want to wear big ones. Anyone else in this room that I need? Scroopy. Hey, there we go. So I'm done with the Scroopy line if this stays in the bowl. That will actually be the good thing going to Sword and Shield. I will have my Gallade for catches. It should be a bit easier. Especially with my Super Pokeball rule. Hey, there we go. Big. Like I was saying before, complain and it'll do what you want. Because they can only be so mean. It's like a parent, it'll be strict, but they still want to be liked. So they'll only be so strict. And you know that's true because that's coming from a single mid-20s lad living on his own who despises kids. So, you know, that's true. Probably the least qualified person to talk about that kind of stuff. Do not come to me for parent advice. The kids will be miserable. Yeah, I'm just looking for Hippopotas now. Would I be better going to Sandsear? Because it doesn't seem like I'm having any luck. Sandsear's got to be close. There's a Sandsear close-ish. I say close. Just like in 10 minutes, shave my head. God, no. I don't know what I'd look like bald. All I know is it would not look good. Oh, stick drift. Must have just been like perfect lighting. There's just one light above, so my hair's just like glistening. As much as this webcam's sort of like okay, could be better. It's not like dealing with light at all. Kind of kills me. It could be crisper. Time to talk to those, even though they don't matter anymore. It's so frustrating. The fact that you got to put the rock in and then talk to people. Just didn't realise till too late. I was putting in the work to do it, just in the wrong order. Is there gonna be... Nope. Yeah, you're not top of my friend's issue. Like, his webcam's okay. He got better lighting, but the moment he stands up or moves, it just gives up and turns off on him. Every time. That's a female. The nice thing is I can tell those females straight off. Yeah, he just gave up. He was like, what would he use? I think I've just got like, what, C920? Yeah, true. As long as it works, it can just get you by. Especially early on, like, just I'm doing this for the sake of it and just to get rid of boredom. I'm not really doing it for the sake of getting views. It just helps when someone's there to distract me. I don't know. I feel like the face just differentiates it from other things. Like, it at least adds something. Not much, I'll be honest. It just feels a bit less like you're talking to a screen when someone's there, I guess. Is what my thought process is. Like, I find more fun... Yeah, I'll do that sometimes. The stuff I find fun is, like, doing the edges and, like, overlay graphics and styling stuff out. So if I can... Yes, perfect timing. One of the things I've done is just like an away screen that's just kind of my logo bouncing around like a little DVD and that kind of thing. Just about missing until they touch. Like, that's the kind of stuff I find fun. And like I did before with the instant replay. The technical side of it, because that's where the nerdy part. I say nerdy part, I'm sat here playing Pokemon. It's where just the nerd in me just goes, yes, that's really fun and satisfying. And what else have I done? Like the transition. If I swap this from the right, like just doing that, because I just love graphics in general as well. That is what I do for a living. To be fair, I don't think I actually just click through randomly to find new people often enough, because I'm kind of getting bored of who I'm watching now. And especially because you'll end up watching someone for a while, and to be honest, I'll probably do the same after I've done the Living Dex and probably played through. I think I'm planning on doing Violet as a challenge run, so I might do that on stream. But after that, I may just jump onto another game. You watch someone long enough to jump onto a different game, and you'll be in more of the mood than they are for that game if you're not playing it, sort of thing. I think that makes sense. So you just kind of go in that game, click through the category. Like, what was I watching about? I think I was watching someone play Satisfactory and then just kind of dropped it once they got far enough, but then something else came out. But I was really just in a Satisfactory mood. Which is a game I actually want to pick up and play at some point. Because I've seen a lot of it. and it just scratches that automation itch because I love that in games. Any game where you can just set something up and then as soon as you turn it on, it just works and does exactly what you think it will. Oh, that's me in a nutshell. I love that kind of stuff. Why aren't I finding any hippo? BDSP navigation. I was stuck on a rock that I should be able to work over. Yeah. I forgot what I was talking about. I'll play. Attention span strikes again. There might actually be something to do while I'm working. Just think about that. I might just click through Pokemon categories just to get myself in the Pokemon mood before Scarlet and Violet. Considering it's out in what, like 3-4 weeks? And just because I had spare days left from like moving and everything, I've got time booked off around Scarlet and Violet, so it might be a nice time to just chill, play the game, maybe stream it. Because I did find myself actually wanting to stream, and I've tried making videos before, and that kind of felt a bit more like a slog. Streaming just feels like jump on and do it, especially with bits of interaction, like just being able to talk to someone rather than just putting something out into the void. And then occasionally getting comments being like, oh, this is good, or this is terrible, this is the word. I don't think I ever got any of them when I put videos out. And you can try and find them, they're all gone. They are kind of cringeworthy. But I gave it a year before I was like, nah, this isn't for me. Maybe a different type of content, but yeah, not for me, the whole YouTube side of things. Maybe YouTube streaming, depending on how Twitch lasts. God knows every platform at the minute is kind of up the wall. Whether it's Twitch's monetization shares or YouTube Premium up in the pricing. For family plans specifically. So, it doesn't really affect me. Because I watch enough YouTube in a day, I can kind of justify paying for premium. And the fact that I watch a lot on TV where there isn't a decent option for ad blocking. Because I will just get home, instead of just sitting there watching on my phone, I'll just sit in the living room, throw it on the TV. Or when I'm in the kitchen having dinner, throw it on. But yeah, TV, a little Nest screen before I then move back into the living room. Other than that, I'm usually watching it on my phone in bed, or in my phone on TV, or on bed. What are words? In bed, on the phone or the TV. Or a mini, or watching on desktop. And I know there are options to ad block on phone. Not really for TV and desktops. A piece of piss. But just for the sake of easiness, I can't even remember, I think it's like 13, 14 a month. Paying for premium. I just like, yeah, why not? I also get the benefit of, so I listen to podcasts and that on YouTube and just being able to play them in the background, and then as soon as, it's usually while I'm driving, I'll listen. And then as soon as I get in or land at work, I'll then watch them. And just continue seamlessly. That's a nice bit of feature. I don't use YouTube Music. It's terrible. I have Spotify. I am not finding this hippopotamus. It's getting really annoying. I'm going to try Rocky Cave. I'm going to give it an arbitrary... I want to say 10. I'm going to give it 10 chances of running around trying to respawn them. And then if not, I'm just going to go for just breeding them. Even though I really don't want to. Let's go Rocky Cave. There should be in there. Did I put the Riolo in the box? I didn't. That. Why have I put Skorupi there? Yes, Skorupi should be one back. Because Hippopotas only needs one space. God, it's been 2.5 hours already. It actually flew by. One check of the arbitrary 10. Wish I didn't have this arbitrary rule. He says to himself, trying to just convince myself and just like, it's fun. It's fun. You've already started. You've got to finish it. It's fun. Eight more checks. I feel like I'm getting in the mindset of like an Elden Ring, like a Dark Souls player. Like, it's hard, but it's fun. It's fun because it's hard. Only difference is they have control, I don't. This is not skill, this is pure RNG. What is this? I went up, I went down, that'd be 6 checks. I thought this room was empty for a second. That's a Shuckle, not a Hippopotas. 5 more checks left. None. 4 more checks left. Come on. I can do it. My skill in getting RNG checks will come in on. Swear it's a skill. Right, I'm just walking in perfect sync. Just lockstep. 2 more checks. No worries, go for it, dude. One more check and then I'm on to breeding. Thankfully it's only breeding for 2 of them. And Hippopotas should not be like 7,000 steps. Last one, I think. I'm gonna say it's the last one. One in the corner. Nope, gotta go. And 1 for good luck. Nope, sweet. Looks like I'm breeding it. Back to the old faithful Salacion. Lucaria's got another egg. Get rid of you, so she doesn't send me back outside to talk to you. Lucaria got to 46 before I evolved them. do not think I was using a seated spell for him. No, be smarter than this. Do the smart thing. Jump to the box. Oh. And her Powdon is right in there. So when she wants me to drop it in. See, that takes the last box, which I think is how it should be for the eggs. And the nice thing is I don't have to check the nicknames for when they hatch. I think this one I'll just do the 2 eggs at a time. Or you know what, I'll do it for you. I'm right at the end of the deck, so it doesn't make much of a difference. You got another egg already? If he does, that's sweet. It's now late enough that the lights have gone off on the buildings. 11 o'clock. Will I get off before 12? Who's left? Krogan, Carnivine, Finion, Snova. The amount of time we're going to check this one. Okay, yeah. Still maybe... Sorry. Still maybe a possibility to get off before 12. I can do this. Gotta power through. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Bonk, 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 because I'm not paying attention. And egg, nope. Sad swiping with the bite. Frail old man taken out. No more eggs for me. Nope, apparently that was the nudge you needed. Let's see how many steps these take to hatch. Why is my phone not using my Face ID properly? Technology. I'm not even that old. I should be complaining. I will complain still. Base egg step 7.5. But it is standard. Must have just Spiritomb taking a while. And that's with... Yeah, that's with my cargo at the front. I just clocked back in on my own bit like I fully just... My brain went somewhere else. All I was thinking, I was like, I wonder if I can lurk in my own stream. Just do nothing, just sit here and just mindlessly stare at the screen. Kind of impossible. Can't lurk when your face is right here. Be like trying to lurk in chat, but if every so often, it just kind of popped up like, Pana is in chat. Pana is in chat. Just get out it. Although I feel like there are some people in other chats that are just there to point out who is not talking. Like to just get up the participants list and just out them. Which dick move, let's be honest. I should be close to hatching one of them now. It appears to move. I feel like whenever it says appears to move, I always check it right before its sounds can be heard. Because let's get on top of this hill and see if that theory is right. Nope. I've checked it a few times where its sounds can be heard and then a few steps later it hatches. I've apparently got a skill for that. Did not think Hippopotas would be this hard. Although in this batch, I don't want to jinx it, but I'm going to. I should definitely have the 2 that I need. In the batch of 5, I can't get that unlucky to have more than... Even if it's half, let's say it's 3 of them because it's 5, let's just round up. If 3 of them are female and 2 of them are male, that still should be good. I'm going to have to get real unlucky. Come on, any moment now. Called it. I have a skill for this. Female. 1 of 5. If I get 5 of these as female, that would be amazing. And I'm not going to get an extra egg because I've got confidence I can't get this unlucky. Can't be this bad. Surely. Another one. I feel like it's going to be consistently on this side now because I think there was a rhythm of me getting the eggs. So they should be on a cycle of every time I pass the sign. Male, okay. Down and up. And then when I come down, when I pass the sign, should be another one. Little further past the sign, but it still stands. Come on. Yeah, this one I think the only one. I'll really have to... Hey, there we go. I'll really have to hatch is definitely probably Carnivine. At least you remember box 2 for Lucario. Oh, not Lucario, for Hippowdon. It was Lucario. Hippowdon's Grippy Krogunk, which I feel like I can get. It should be easy enough to get in the Safari. At this point for the Pokeball, I'll swap it out if I can get it somewhere easier in another game. I feel like it's what I'm going to do for a couple of them, because I think Safari Ball is the only extraneous ball I've got, except for Hooper, because I have to catch that in an Ultra Ball and go. just have a quick check where he is. There is Carnivore by the rocks. Two rocks and a little puddle. Although I'll still probably breed it. I was sure you could get in the overworld. Am I remembering this wrong? I feel like it's a question I ask the most. Like, am I remembering this wrong? I feel like I just got overconfident in how much I know these games. It's just now starting to think, it's like, I really don't know them as much as I thought I did. Although at the same time, I still know too much about them than I probably should. Oh, Great Martian and Grand Underground. Yeah, Grand Underground, feck going into the safari. Swampy Cave. Oh, can't do it from here. Because if I'm just going to breed Carnivore and not go looking for it, then may as well just do this way. I want to say Canalave should take me to the right place. Hopefully. Play alone. There are some there. Yeah, I could have probably went a little bit. Talk to him. I could have probably went to, say, Iron Island or something and got closer, but I'm near enough. Iron Island, New Moon. Oh. New Moon or Crescent? It's not Crescent Moon. Got it on me. Let's have a look. Full Moon and New Moon. That's it. It said Swampy Cave for Krogunk. If there's a Toxicroak, that's a bonus. I haven't spent much time. I think the time I spent most in here was oh, there's Krogunk. Was actually getting Grimer, which was a bit of a pain for doing the Nat Dex the first time. Ooh, for me. How far around do I have to go for this? Oh, apparently I haven't been in this one at all. That's Focus Punch. And there's an egg. And it's a male. God, I'm starting to hate my own challenges because I'm realising the patterns that I'm getting into. Like at some point I'd start to land myself up just hearing, oh, it's a female, or yes, it's a male. It's that exact phrasing. Then again, there's only so much you can say in terms of it. Krogunk. I didn't think I get Swinum in Swampy Cave. It's a bit odd. It makes sense for the ground typing. Still a bit odd. Just fits. Really only ever, as I imagine, in like icy places, because it is ice type. Imagine swampy places more like a Florida type climate, just like super humid and hot. Seems to be finding Krogan consistently in here. Oh, hello, Lectum. Just not consistent mail. If I need a Lickitung, could have got that. I think I've got 2 Lickitung. So one can go to Licky Licky. Another Krogan. God, that's what I meant by the hitboxes. I'm with you there. I still haven't hoovered or done any cleaning over this weekend, and I should have. There's dog hair everywhere, and I don't have a dog. It's just been there for 3 weeks. Oh, Chinese noodles sound like a shout. That might be tomorrow dinner. I've been on very much a Chinese food kick recently. Anything fried nice or stir-fried noodles. It's been my go-to. Yeah, you've put in some work. No one can say you've not done anything. Even if it was like half a second. It's half a second of work. Followed by 5 minutes of deciding you want noodles. Which, in theory, is work. It's hard to decide what you're going to eat. And technically also takes effort to eat it. So, you know, more work. Hard job. Fact, that did a bit of damage. Do I have any other Pokemon on me? Or do I have to heal? I've got a level 1 Hippopotamus. Fact, that did a bit. At least I got 4 restores, just not many. After this, I'm just going to get probably Electivire out. Level 100 should do the job. I'm going to risk it. It keeps getting me with the poison. Oh, critical. See, I love a bit of spice, but it's got to be flavor spice. I can't quite do the just hot spice. Like, I put a little bit too much cayenne in a stir fry, and I'm now like a glass of milk on the side. Forget an old milk. Forget an old milk? God, I'm thinking of milk now. Yeah, that's even worse. Yeah. When you can't judge the spice, it just comes in and you're like, well, I want the MSG, but I've got to have the spice with it. We all know MSG is just like God's gift to food. Before I forget, I'm going to swap out for Electivire. Wait, do I already have... Not talking about it. So you got noodles, not the little packet that comes in like dried noodles. I feel like that's what we're talking about. Or is there something that I'm not aware of? Because I was surprised by finding out that bag milk was the thing in Canada. Like, that blew my mind. Because we just don't have that. Oh, see, we don't have that. That's not a thing for us over here. It's kind of like dried noodles, or you kind of do it fresh yourself. You'll have like nests of noodles. Is kind of maybe the closest. Bag milk's just such an odd concept to me. Like, I kind of get it. It's a little better for recycling-ish, but then you still put it in the jug. That's a bit that kind of confuses me. Okay, so microwave. I think I'm actually, you know, I need to Google. I need to figure out what microwave noodles are. 'Cause I may just be being dumb. I've got like half an idea, which is annoying me more. Don't just type in microwave. I know what microwaves are. Microwave noodles. Oh, no, I am being an idiot. I have seen these. No one knows what microwaves are. They're magic. You throw food in uncooked, it comes out cooked. No one knows how they work. And they somehow heat one spot more than others, and you just avoid that spot. Just stir the hotness into the rest of the food. God, I can't believe it. Like, I've seen those on the shelf so many times. I just never put two and two together. Like you could cook them in a microwave, essentially. Because they're not specifically, at least advertised over here, as microwave noodles. Yeah, they do genuinely seem better because they genuinely seem fresher. If that makes any sense. Like, there's something about a square block of noodles that doesn't seem as fresh as the microwave ones. Oh, that's... No, I had someone in work actually, like, trying to sell me on those. I say trying to, they fully sold me on those. I'm definitely picking some up. Yeah, it's been a more recent thing over here that people have started having them. I feel like it's the same reason I've had, like, an Asian food cake, is why they're becoming more of, like, a trendy food, if that makes sense. I could just fully be chatting out my ass. I probably am chatting out my ass. Yeah, the styrofoam cup is ringing a bell. My cargo is almost dead. Carnivine, breed, Finia. I can go. I am so close to being done. Korean food, yeah. Like, is stuff like pho and that? Is that what I'm thinking is Korean food? Because I've seen a load of places start doing pho out of, like, nowhere. And that type of thing. That, and I feel like I'm probably clumping things together, but down on, like, pad thai and char siu. Although I feel like char siu is just some kind of other way of saying chicken, I feel, or pork. I could be getting translations wrong there. Probably, I was genuinely thinking it would be a lot slower of a burn. But Shiny Living Dex next, for sure. Maybe do kind of national Dex wise, where I'll only start with the final forms and then go through. I don't know. But that wouldn't feel like something that I'd do. I feel like I would just go full on Living Dex from the start. Especially considering they give out so many shinies over the time. It's like, I'd easily get probably shiny Charizard at some point from the giveaways. After I'm done, this will probably lead me right up to Scarlet and Violet. Probably that. No, I don't know. Generally, it's just something that I just thought I'd try because I kind of like the production side of it. I'm very much into video. That I literally did a degree in video editing. I'm almost done with 4 generations. I've still got the other 4 to go before Scarlet and Violet. So technically almost done with this game, I guess, if you were to look at it that way. Because I'm planning on doing legendaries in a different game. Yeah. My whole goal, pretty much, is... Oh, why did I take the egg? Is the fancy Mega uniform. As long as I get that, I kind of take a little break. And then maybe work on, like, form decks. Because I have some kind of dodgy-ish ways to get Deoxys forms, which would be probably the most awkward one. Because you can do the whole DNS thing with the Gen 4 and 5 games, and they did Deoxys as a giveaway. Carnivine's in the box. That's one I can see being the most awkward. I'm not going to bother with the Vivillon farms. Because that just seems like so much work. And just organisation. Like, that's the whole thing ruining the GTS at the moment, is people going for specific Vivillon and, like, Fairfruit forms. Because I also found out the other day, Fairfruit loses its form. Oh, no, I want the bike. Fairfruit loses its form if it goes into home. Which is why people are struggling so much to get the specific hairstyles, even though they're already a thing. Oh, sorry, it loses it when it goes into bank, which obviously then loses it when it goes into home. But yeah, Fairfruit and Vivillon forms, not doing, but everything else kind of seems like a fun extra challenge after I'm finished with the decks. The Oxus doesn't seem too hard, and it'll get easier. But if that means I'm not a true fan, I'm happy with that title being revoked. Yeah, once I think it's March 23rd comes around, when Bank goes to being free, that's when I'd probably look at starting the farm decks. I feel like that by that criteria, most people who like Pokemon aren't true fans. Which just makes us closer to being normal functioning members of society. Chose the word specifically there for being closer. Hopefully this one comes out. Can't find fish for that. That's a normal wild encounter. And I think I can breed a Rotom. I'm so close. Half an hour. That is my limit. I should be able to do it. Because the encounter should go so much quicker. Snova will be so quick. I want to say I can do Snova probably in like a few minutes. In fact, if Snova's next, I can try and hatch Carnivine. Yeah, you gotta get that shiny Iggly buff. What? Oh no, that wouldn't have had an incense because that was a Gen 2. I was just thinking you could go straight for Jigglypuff if you were going for Wigglytuff, but because it was Gen 2, they're not incense breeds because that's when breeding was introduced. So you still go, although they are levels, thankfully, because I forget that all the time. The Gen 2 babies evolve by level, but then the Gen 3 and 4 babies evolve by friendship. Yeah, Wigglytuff's in every game. Sounds like me and Luxray in whatever game it is. I somehow always end up with a female, which I don't mind, but the male for that actually has a difference and it looks better because its mane is massive. But I always end up with like a short-haired, shiny Luxray. I just got like a harem of Luxray behind me. I feel like eventually in Arceus I found a shiny male one. But then at that point, like I was saying before, done the post game and there was nothing really to do with it. So I never ended up evolving it. I've just kind of left it to fill out the shiny decks when I eventually pull them. Should be able to get Snowball here. Come on. You were super common before. Now you can give me everything else but Snova. Oh. I'm not even doing it on purpose now. The O prompt comes up. And it's just my genuine reaction. Did I not get a Carnivine egg? Oh, thank God I did. I thought I was going insane. I thought I accidentally didn't pick one up. Which I feel like has happened more off stream than it has on. And I'm not even talking like the 2 generations I did before this. I mean literally just in the past 2 days. Let's just check. I can definitely get it here. It is just gaslighting me. It is definitely gaslighting me. On Snoover. There we go, but is that... I can't remember what way to go. Is it brown stripe male or brown stripe female? Now we'll find out. Brown stripe is male, white stripe is female. Nova. No. Sneasel. It's kinda there. One of 13, apparently, that I need for Markies. They do need to do more gender differences, because it is nice knowing straight off what gender they are. Sneasel with its little feather, and the fact that it's shorter if it's female. Exhibit A. Like small differences, not like the huge differences like they do with like Unpheasant. I feel like Hippopotas is a line of like not too far with it, where Unpheasant's massive difference. Makes sense for the birds, but it's a bit too big for me. Like at that point I'd just call them forms instead of gender variances. Although then you get into the whole discussion of Diglett versus Wiglet versus Galaria. Did they have Galaria? No, it was a lowland Diglett. I think that's a whole different discussion of forms versus gender versus new Pokemon. Where does it sit on that scale? Which I'm hoping, with what they did with the shiny forms of the Hisuian starters, they do with Diglett or Wiglet, just for the sake of it will just look like a full-on penis with original Diglett skin tone. Like I said, if that is how it is, I am shiny hunting that purely for the memes. And then if there's 3 of them that stick out that far. Yeah, just for the jokes, it'd be great. Because we still don't even know if it evolves or if it goes into the same form, so it may not go into a trio of big floppy things. We still need to see more from Scarlet and Violet. We said this. I've said this with friends a ton. True. He could go full on rock type. No more ground type, just Rock water type. Looking straight up at the sky, can't bend its neck. Steel type, yeah. Harder than rock. So, nope. I will go down a horrific circle of jokes if I keep doing it. Where was my mindset go with that? I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, yeah, we still need to see the starter evolutions, because they haven't released those to us yet. And that is a male Nova, thank God. Because I still need to decide who I'm going with, because I don't love any of the designs, at least for the base forms. Fuecoco, from some of the concepts I've seen, could be really cool. Like, if he goes sort of like a Pinata style dragon thing, I'd love him. Sprigatito, I'm not super sold on. Quaxley could be interesting. Yeah, I think I've always generally gone fire starters up until recently, so I think I'm probably going to go for Fuecoco as well. And then probably just a random other one. So I may go Quaxley, even though I'm probably going to swap him for Violet. But at least I've got a Quaxley ready to go. Because that's what I did with this. I went Piplup for Brilliant Diamond and swapped them straight out for Shinx. But I still have Piplup there. Fuecoco just seems like a good boy. A good little happy chonker. Like, you pair him up with Lechonk and you just got just a happy little round boys. And I'm curious what types they go with, because it does seem like he's going to go heavily dragon as well, which would be weird to give a starter, considering that means he'd have resistances to the other starters. But usually they only try and give them one. Like, to be fair, Alola's typings for the starters were actually pretty good, because the second typings all counted each other as well. So it still kept the circle going. This Snova is harder to get than I thought it'd be. Does it? But that's what... I remember there was something where they swapped some round. It may not have been swapped, but maybe resistances. I've got to stop just typing in one word. Fairy type. Fairy. What am I thinking? Ghost. That's what I'm thinking. So, defensively, it was resistant to Dark type. In Dark type, it was resistant to Ghost. It kind of worked backwards. Like, it wasn't necessarily effectiveness, but it was resistances. I remembered something along those lines. I can't remember if it made a complete circle, but I remember those three. And I'm distracted now. I hope that makes sense. Because you had super effective, but then resistance. Not necessarily super effectiveness. Yeah, no, because it wasn't one fighting. Yeah. Thought they were all just getting jumbled up. It is really late for me. That's my defense, and I'm sticking to it. And there's Snova. Thank God for Snova. 15 minutes. I gave myself half an hour. 15 minutes to finish at least base catching these Pokemon. Yes, if we go back around. I just need to get up a type chart. It's the nice thing with Snova, if I see that it isn't that white line through the middle, I know it's male. Let's get up a type chart. Because I may have just gaslit myself. Thank God that's caught. Is this an updated one with Fairy? It is. Oh, but I hate reading type charts. I forgot. Is this one a nice one? That's a video. You know what? It's too late. My mind will just be boggled. I'm giving up with working that out until tomorrow. You're just out for me with these females. Thought you were on the side. I think I said this yesterday, that great minds think alike. I'd do the exact same thing. Or the great minds may be in a stretch, because if I know me, it's not a great mind. Minds think alike. I'll give you you due. I put them in the wrong place. Finion. Where can I get you? Oh, I feel like it did this one at Iron Island just because I was like, what? Search history is so random. It's Pokemon, Microwave Noodles, Pokemon. Necrozma. What was that? Finion. That's what I was looking for. Cerebi. Gen 8. Location. Where's it got the highest percentage? It's 35 all round. Yeah, I'll just do Iron Island. That sounds like the shop. I don't know why I did that. I could have flown. Flown? And does my cargo need healing? Nah, you'll be fine. It's only level 35. I say no before it knocks me out. Iron Island, let's go. And it's the tiniest little fishing patch at Iron Island. I'm trying to work out after this how much can I actually do on stream. I don't think there's a fair bit, but the 3DS I haven't got any capture for, so that won't be on stream. And I think Super Rod, I didn't check this. Perfect. Good Rod, not Super Rod. And somehow I'm in a cave. Somehow think they put the encounter table here, but did not think of the battle setting. Like, technically, yes, it's a cave. But also, technically, not inside a cave. Not technically, like, factually, physically, it's not inside a cave. Magic up. 35%, so should be a decent encounter rate. I say, and I will have the worst luck. I wonder if I can do this off the Elgato log. Ooh, there's Finneon. And I feel like I can Super Rod in a resort area or something for a Luminion. Save me evolving it. Sweet. Yeah, I've got to see it. And that looks cool. Yep. I forgot Luminion. As my phone shuts down. Luminion. Oh, I'll take my headphone out. Super Rod and Route 221. I think that's what I'm thinking of. Because it should be fairly common. Is this Route 221? No. So where's Route 221? No, not that one. Luminion. Ah, yeah, I remember this now. Surprisingly, still haven't hatched those eggs. And this was a Super Rod. Should be right. Straight away. Come on. Give me it. You want to do it? Yeah? Yes? Come on. You want me to finish this at 12? You want me to finish this at 12? You don't want me to finish this at 12. So, at minimum, I've got another breeding cycle of Rotom. I might be finishing just after 12. Come on. Come on. It'll be a Gyarados, won't it? Gyarados, calling it. Yep. Psychic. At least have the common decency to be red. Oh, I said they're going to try it off like the Elgato, like, I guess next one. If this one isn't male. No, it's not. I know at this point. Really shouldn't just get my hopes up. Okay, Elgato, like. Thing is, I'll still hear the noise. So if I turn the noise right down, let's see if I can do it. I'll turn this screen off so I can't see it, and it'll just be a Gato leg. Just spam it. Hey, the lag off the capture actually isn't that bad. I can still do it. Let's do this and look up if this has... Nope, it's 50-50. And I need to stop spamming A. I'm actually surprised how fast the capture lag is. Or how little the capture lag is. But I'm thinking probably of years ago of capture issues. If we're talking like Hapage Hauppauge HD PVR. Old like Modern Warfare 2 capture card days. People complaining how slow they were. I have to specify old Modern Warfare 2 considering new Modern Warfare 2 is coming out. On the Xbox One, god, naming conventions are so fecked. The only one keeping a decent naming convention is PlayStation. Because they're not going back to the PSX anytime soon. Unless it's like the PS10. Okay, I'm up to breeding. And I've just got to organise those. No, I'm not gonna. It's faster if I don't. I'm on a time crunch now. 5 minutes, I can do this. It will go slightly past 12, but I'll be done. And it'll be funner just battling and leveling up. That'll be sometime through the week job. Either that or I have a week off next week. Not next week, but the week after. I need to power through a ton of it then. Or at least once I'm done with this game, I'm solidly halfway through. Hey, cheers for the follow. What is it? What are these eggs doing? What are they saying? Move occasionally. They're both on move occasionally, so they should be close. I don't know what's in them. I want to say one's probably... Cheers, it's a stretch chain. It's good. But yeah, cheers. Yeah, I want to say one of them is probably still a hippopotas. And another one should be carnivine. But I still want to say I could have been stupid and not picked up the carnivine egg. I'm just laughing. I'm thinking good Pokemon content. It's a stretch even from the Pokemon company at this point. Maybe probably popped in at the best time because it's like home stretch for at least collecting the Pokemon I need. And the next time I jump on, hopefully I should be leveling them up. Basically, I'm working on the first 4 generations of a Living Dex in BDSP. And right now I'm just collecting all the forms as much as I can. And a lot of them I've got first forms, so after this I should just be leveling up and evolving them. So I'll have each one. And we'll see where I'm up to with this. I'm calling it. It's going to be a hippopotas. Because I can't remember what these eggs are. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to try and stream it as much as I can. Some of them, like I said, may be awkward with like 3DS stuff. Ooh, carnivine egg. Hopefully. Oh, I'm hoping this... I'm in 2 minds. I really hope this is... You feck it. It best not be. If it's a female. Oh yeah, other thing, the basic rules down below. I'm trying to keep them male and in Pokeballs. Yes, feck you, dragons. The game wants me to finish on time. I say on time. Oh, thank God. I still think Rotom had... You may still be in for one. Rotom, I think, has genders. God, Gen 7. This was only spurred on by my brother-in-law doing it for Gen 8. Like, he started that just for the game and then went on to do the full decks. Can't hear a gender wrong. I mean, technically you can. Let's see, let's release this. Put this where it should go. And I will still do you good one, Dragons. I will still organise the box in order once I'm done. Ooh, that's a tough one. It was saying specifically Zorua. I'd say it would be Zorua, but if we're including Zoroark, I'd say Umbreon. Because personally between those two, I like the fact that Zorua is kind of, if I'm remembering this right, is Zoroark black and blue? Or is that like the purpley? Shiny Zoroark. I've completely lost what we were talking about, by the way. Dragons. Yeah, he's kind of... I preferred the black and blue as Zorua. Zoroark Hisuian is interesting. I'm talking specifically the Hisuian because I don't really like the base Zorua and Zoroark. Shinies, at least. I like their actual forms. Oh, I took the egg. I'm doing too many things at once. Brain. Oh, it's 1 minute past 12. No! Okay, just Rotom. Oh, no, it's kind of... it's sort of Irish slang. It's F-E-C-K. Like feck. It's like child-friendly swearing sort of thing. So it's like, oh... Welcome back to the bad Irish impression. It's like, oh, feck. Like, so you can still swear around a kid, but people won't tell you not to swear. It's a very British thing, but specifically Irish. Oh yeah, Shiny Umbreon's always been a good favourite. At this point, I'm not trying to be child-friendly. I've actually sworn I'm like... Oh no, oh, fuck, shit, whatever. I don't care. I'm just doing it for me. If there are kids in the stream, they better not. We've talked about gender politics and stuff. Not in detail, because I only have so much mental capacity for that. But even then. And stuff like that, I just find almost funny because I don't care about swearing, but also feck's just a bit funnier to say to me. I don't know why. Like, the only time I'm actually careful around that stuff is actually like nephews and stuff. Yeah, if Espeon wasn't like luminescent green, it would have been so much better. Although I feel like that's the appeal to some people, is when they're that different. Like the fact that Aegislash goes from like a bright silvery and blue to complete inversion of black, gold, and red. Oh yeah. I got the whole hearing it wrong. But yeah, it just means more conversation. I have to talk to people more. I feel like Espeon kind of fell prey to the whole Gen 2 palette swaps kind of thing, because they didn't have true unique shinies, correct me if I'm wrong, until Gen 4. Oh, love Aegislash. I was saying this earlier, I haven't actually used Aegislash a ton. I'm not picking up this egg, am I? Can I breed Rotom? That is a... Yes, I can, because he's got it. Yeah, Harnedge was one of the ones I was considering for like an alternate starter playthrough. I've just never used him. He's amazing. And he's an actual tactical solo play Pokemon. You can't use him like a normal powerhouse. I think that was the original theory. They were going with shinies. Like, they palette swapped them for super different ones. But then, obviously, I don't think they could really with some of the palettes, especially considering they were limited, like, it was either 8 or 16-bit colours and base designs of Pokemon anyway. And I actually need to look. I'm curious to see when they got uniques, because it was either Gen 4 or when they went 3D, when they actually had to text it individually. I said I was curious to look it up. I'm just powering through. Because I'm at... I'm just double checking this is the last one. Yeah, Rotom. Do you find that kind of funny, the whole getting confused with the feck thing? Because I know it is heavily British. Oh, Metagross's is genius with like the just silver and gold. Although, I don't know if you've watched, I guess, suggest them a lot, Nokimon, who does a lot of stuff around shinies, so I'm assuming you may have seen bits. When you've seen shinies so much, the originals actually start looking better than some of the shinies. Like they were looking at Metagross's shinies, and the blue and white, actually when you haven't seen it for a bit, actually looks like a solid design as well. Like, you can't go wrong with Metagross. He's always been a favourite. And always been one I've kind of made sure to get in a game, even before I started like completing the dexes, because I think I only started completing the dexes from, as stupid it is, the Alola games, as much as I say I don't like them. Oh, some of them are terrible. Like the two I keep pointing out that I accidentally got are Paris and Poliwag, who only get better later on, when there are only slight differences. Where the other one we were saying before was Wigglytuff, who it's not a huge difference, but it's enough that it's definitely better. And then some of them just go completely wrong. Like, I'm actually struggling to think off the top of my head, because I think my brain shuts them out. It's like, nope, you don't need to remember that. It is useless information. I definitely know there are some... Starters are generally okay. I remember that much. Onyx's is kind of a miss, considering Steelix goes full on gold and I love them, but Onyx is just a weird yellowy green. There are a lot of those off colours. It's usually earlier gen, I want to say as well. Could definitely be wrong with that. Dragonite for sure. Krookodile, I remember. Yeah, Scrafty. Some pink shinies are okay. I definitely agree with the green ones. I think Machamp's the same. Although Machamp also, I hated it until I could logic it through and think Machamp just becomes like a 4-armed Hulk. And then I kind of started to love his shiny. When they get a little bit of a story behind them, I start to love them. Dragonite, solid miss. Wigglytuff, solid pink and green eyes. Like, I think that was another one. I think Aron's is nearly the same, but they just changed the eye colour. And I feel like they're a lot of the misses when they're just the slightest changes. Although in terms of green ones, Bronzong's logistically works because it's like a patinaed bell. Sorry, lavender. I'll be specific. Actually, no, to be fair, yeah, it's not pink or like a pastel. It is closer to that kind of purple range. I'll give you it, lavender. You're right. Rotom doesn't... I think that means I'm done. I think that means I'm done. For today, at least. I've still got to evolve a load. But I think that means I'm done. And only 9 minutes after a Celebi. So let's see. I'm still going to have to organise them. I'm still not quite there. But I think it's end up actually having them. So let's go boxes. Four, 5, 1, 4, 5, 8. 5, 9 seems wrong. 5, 5, 5, 6. Okay. You come here. Let's move you there for now. 5, 6. So kind of at 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 4 when it evolves. 4, 5, 5. 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 7. I'm going to double check 4, 5, 8 because I think I know what's happened there. See, I'd say Solgaleo is way lower. Because I don't like how red it... Like, he looks sunburnt. Like, it just doesn't work for me. Lunalas I do really like. Yeah, okay. Mantike is 4, 5, 8. And then that leaves Rotom. 4, 5, 7. Oh, thank God. Oh. I'm done. I can get some sleep tonight. I shouldn't look at that 204 hours. I'm still not as bad as 1600. But still. In the last 2 days, I've put in a lot of time. Sweet. I think that's me done for the night. Cheers for sticking around and keeping me sane. And I'll catch you probably at some point through the week. I'll try and go live, do some leveling. Bit more interesting. Yeah. Let's just make sure I don't accidentally put stuff on screen I shouldn't do. Yeah. I will see you later. Awkward byes as always. Say bye too many times. As I always do.